Hey everyone, it is Ed Gutowski. I wanted to create a welcome video that introduces you to our English 1B class. Our English 1B class is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to this class specifically with all the literature we're reading, because I picked some new books that I think are going to be really exciting for us. So a couple of things to take into note. We never meet during class. We don't meet during a Zoom session. You have the full week to complete all classwork and course assignments. Everything is due by Sunday at midnight. And so what I found in the past is students like having that week to work on class assignments. It'll be important to check in, make sure you give yourself enough time during the week, because sometimes some weeks will be a little bit longer than others. Week 1 is going to be pretty easy. The other thing you need to do in order for me to make room for ads is you need to make sure that you send me a welcome email introducing yourself by no later than Wednesday at midnight. Otherwise, I will start dropping students who don't send me a welcome email to make room for ads. So those are the two big things. And then I just want to talk about the books for class. So Introduction to Literature it's always a great class, right? Because we get to look at the various different forms of literature. We'll read some short stories, some poetry. We're going to start with looking at 10 poems that are the foundation of class. I would tell you that all the poems do relate directly to everything that we're going to be reading. So there's a reason why they're called they're the foundation for our class. We'll look at a couple plays. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let me talk about the first book that we're going to read, and it is called Light in Snow. This is the book here by Anita Shriver. And I'm really excited about this book because I actually love this book. And it sort of, Anita Shriver is kind of one of the current contemporary writers of American literature. So we can actually examine, is she really a significant writer? Should she be considered a part of the canon of literature? She's been compared to John Updike. And then there's also, there are several women writers, whether it's Ann Taylor, Margaret Atwood, Toni Morrison, and we can look at whether or not Anita Shriver deserves to be right up there with those great writers. So the second novel we'll look at Mouse, which is a graphic novel. We'll look at a section on Holocaust literature. I taught a section on Holocaust literature last semester. Students really liked it. We can talk about the purpose of Holocaust literature as well, and look at how a graphic novel will examine Holocaust literature. We're going to end with The Hate U Give, which is a book that will look at with issues of race and racism in America. The reason I've been using this book ever since we all went online with COVID and students just love this book. They write really good papers, and it exposes some ideas they've never thought before. I've always wanted to kind of get rid of it, but even when I used it over summer school, I got really strong papers. Some people find the book to be kind of controversial, and I may be the only one that doesn't really like it, but the student responses have just been so overwhelmingly positive, I wanted to keep using it. We'll also look at Shakespeare's Henry V. And Henry V is epic. It's a great play. And I realize that teaching Shakespeare both on ground and online can be challenging for students. So I've retooled my lectures to make it easier for students. But in the past, students have written great papers. They've liked Henry V, but I want to kind of try some new things with it. But Henry V is epic because it's a play about politics, war, and rhetoric. And it's about a young king who decides to go to war. And it's actually a great play. And then this is the Backpacker's Guide to Literature. We'll be using this. This has all the short stories that we'll start using around week 2. I realize that some of you may have different versions of the books. That is fine. Like I said, it's going to be a really exciting class. I'm looking forward to seeing your thoughts. If you have any questions, just send me an email. Otherwise, I'll start looking at week 1, probably starting on Tuesday.